So starting off from the end of our marble zone, it was spring yard when we hit that D minor 9. And that D minor 9 was middle finger on the second fret of the G, index finger on the first fret of the B, and you're playing it from the D string all the way down. And we're going to start off with this rhythm with a D string as our bass note. We're going to go. Alright, so that's going to be on the D string, we play it twice. Then the 3 strings underneath, the G, B, and high E, we play them together. So do, cha, do, cha. Alright. Do, cha, do, cha. Then we lift our middle finger up, and we're going to do just half of that rhythm. Just that, the do, cha, but our finger still stays on that D string. All the fingers stay in the same place, but on our left hand, middle finger goes up, ring finger takes the place that the middle finger was on. So far it's going to be, lift the middle finger. Alright, we do half of that. Then we go for this bass note. Play that C note, which is the 3rd fret of the A string. Alright, then after we play that bass note, we're gonna go a small little move. So it starts from that bass note. Boo, that's the first move. The second move is gonna be, it's like an A minor, but I'm holding a shortened version. So I put my middle finger down on the 2nd fret of the G. It's the same shape as the D minor 9, but instead of playing from the D string, I'm just gonna play the A string, the G, and the B together. Alright, so A, G, and B. Alright, so it's gonna be from that bass note. Alright, so those 3 together. That means don't play the D string. Then after that, I'm still going to hold these 2 notes, but now I'm going to switch the fingering. I'm going to put my ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G, middle finger on the 1st fret of the B, so my index finger can be free to go up to the 1st fret of the low E, which is my F note. And I play those 3 notes, so my E, G, and B. Alright, so it's going to be, so from that change in our bass note. Alright, so C, A minor, F. Alright, C, A minor, F. And that takes us to our next chord, which is our F sharp minor 7. And so all I'm doing is I'm putting my pinky on the 2nd fret of the B, ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the low E. So E, G, B. Alright, that's my F sharp minor 7. And I do that same rhythm that I did for that D minor 9. But now just from up here. And I'm only playing the E, G, and B. Okay? So make sure you have the right fingers. Thumb, index, middle. Then after I do that, I go to this B flat major 7, and that's just simple, just a regular major 7, like the one we did here for F major 7. Just take it all the way down to this B flat. So 1st fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Alright? Using those fingers. Index, ring, middle, pinky. And for that we're going to go just for half of that rhythm, the same thing that we did here for this chord, where it was a D minor, but then we changed that in the bass note to an E. So we're going to go the half. Then we're going to go to this interesting sounding chord. This is an A augmented. And all I'm doing is, imagine you have your D minor 9, just take this exact same shape down. So that's going to be middle finger, 2nd fret of the B, index finger, 1st fret of the high E. And you're going to play from the A bass, alright? And you're going to play the A, the G, B, and high E. Don't play the D. Sounds like it has a lot of tension. Alright, so I'll play this. Then I switch to that A augmented. So B flat major 7. Alright. Make sure you stay on beat. Doom, do, cha. It's on the offbeat. Doom, do, cha. Da. Then back up. You repeat. But the second time, we're going to play this F bass note. So after we do that F sharp minor 7, I grab that F bass note and I slide it to the 5th fret of the low E, and then I hold another A augmented. It's a different shape. So it's going to be index on the 5th fret of the low E, middle on the 5th fret of the D, ring finger on the 6th fret of the G, pinky on the 6th fret of the B. So you're not playing that A string. Alright, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You make it snappy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you play that, you drag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, playing the E, D, G, and B string, okay? That's the second time. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break it down. And then we go down, up, down into our next half for that zone, which is our spring yard zone. All right, so let me play that whole half really slowly. 3, go. Bass, lift it up. C, A minor, F, F sharp minor. Then repeat. Then grab that F, slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break it down. All right, down, up, down. Let's do that one last time, really slow. 3, let's take it from the end of the marble zone now, really slow. 3, go. Go, spring yard. Middle finger up. B flat. A augmented. Repeat. Bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break it down. All right, so let's do that second half of our spring yard zone. So the best way to get this second half is to really just break down the bass line and to take it nice and slow. So this is gonna be our 4, because we're in the key of F, so F is our 1, okay? So 4, do, dum, do, dum. Then our A is gonna be our 3, G minor 7, our 2, and F, our 1. So we're gonna go, so 4, 4, 4, 3. All right, so on the A string, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. All right, so let me do that slow. So that bass line in numbers is going to be 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3. Then we play a, this is going to be our 7, 7, 7, which is our low E, 7, 7. Then A, so A is going to be our 3, so 7, 7, 3, 3, 3. All right, but it's really gonna sound like a 3, 3, 6. But we're gonna just play that chord, so it's gonna sound like that. But you really stay on that bass note, 3, 3, 3. Okay. So really slow, that bass line is gonna be 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 7, 7, 7, 3, 3, 3. All right, and that 3 is gonna sound 3, 3, 6. It's gonna sound like that 6 because we're holding that chord there, but really we're just staying on that A string. A. All right. So now let's put in our chords. So just remember we're in the key of F for this second half of our spring yard zone. So we're gonna hold that B flat major 7. All right. And you can either play the A and then the 3 strings underneath, or the A and you skip the D string and play the 2 strings, the G and the B, with your index and middle. All right, whichever works for you. So I'm gonna switch between them from time to time. So I'm gonna go. So I play that bass, do cha, then I play those 3 strings, or the 2 strings, do cha, do, and I play that bass again, do cha, and try and bring those smacks. It makes it really nice and percussive. Do cha. Do cha. All right, and that's a quick one. That's a cool one. Do cha. 4, 3. All right, so 4 fingers. 4, 3. And for this 3, my middle finger stays where it was on the 2nd fret of the G, but my index finger comes on the 1st fret of the B, and that's gonna be my A minor. All right, this one I'm really trying to just play those 3 strings. So you might as well just play the 3 strings. So the A, the G, and the B. So it's gonna be 4, 3. Then you go to that bass. Okay, so 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2. Then you hold that minor 7. All All right, so when you hold that minor 7, it's middle finger there, and then ring finger, pinky on the D and G of the same fret. When you play it, boom, boo-cha, boo-cha, then to that F major 7. Now what you'll notice is, for this 2 chord, our G minor 7, it's the exact same rhythm that we had for our 4 chord, which was do, do-cha, do. Here it's also do, do-cha, do. All right, so slowly we have do, do-cha, do, 3, 4, 3, 2, do-cha, do. Then we play it again. Again, do, do-cha, do-cha, do-da, do, do-cha, do-cha. And that chord right there is F major 7. I'm holding my index finger on the first fret of the low E, ring and pinky on the second fret of the D and the G. And I'm just playing those 3 strings. Doom, do-cha. Alright, so it's doom, do-cha, do-cha, do-da, doom, do-cha, do-cha. And I play the 3 together. The first time I get that chord, I'm playing them together. So E, D, and G together. And then play that bass afterwards. So I play them the first time together, bass by itself. Doom, doom. Then I go to the 3, and then I repeat the same thing. So doom, doom, da, doom, do, dum. Alright, so doom, doom, da, doom. So let's try it slowly from the F, which is our 1. Doom, doom, 3, 4, or. Alright, again. Let's do it from here so it makes a lot of sense. 3, 4. Alright, so I'm literally doing that just 3 times. So the bass line was doom, doom, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4. Now with the chords, 4, 4. Alright, so dum. And it's on the offbeat. You really have to get that offbeat, otherwise it's not going to be groovy. So 3, 4, da, da, do, da, ba, a, do, slower. This is the third one. So let's take it really slow, alright? So you really get it. Just remember, when you're playing this A minor 7, A minor, not A minor 7, don't play that D string. It's not going to sound, it's not going to complement it really well right now. And then when you get to this F, the first time you play them together, then the second time you just play that bass by itself. So dum, dum, alright? So together, thumb. Together, thumb. Together, thumb. Okay? Together, thumb. Then 3 underneath. Start again. So really slow. 3, go. 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. Alright, so then after I do that 3 times, I go to the next side. So let's do that again. Another 3. 3, go. Third one. So I go to that A string like I usually would, so F, F3, then I go to, so F, F3, I go to that 7, which is just an E major, so middle fingers, ring finger on the second fret of the A and then the D, and index finger on the first fret of the G, and I'm gonna put that bass line together, the same one that we had for, doom, 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 jam. I'm just gonna do that on the E. Then I play the bass again. So it's bass, bass fingers, bass. Alright, so E, E, bass. So doom, do, cha, doom. And I'm playing the D and G with my index and middle. Doom, do, cha, doom. Alright, so doom, do, cha, doom. Then I drop the middle finger down. Ring finger goes onto the second fret of the B, middle finger on the second fret of the D. And now I'm on the A string with my thumb. And I go. I play them all together twice. That's my A string, D string, G string, B string with my thumb, index, middle, ring. All those 4 strings twice. And it's gonna go bop, bop. Alright? Bop, bop. Then my fingers still stay on the same place. My right hand, my right hand fingers stay on the same place. but my left hand shifts to this D chord. So it's gonna be middle finger drops down to the second fret of the G, my ring finger slides to the third fret of the B. Alright, so this was my A7, 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 D, and I'm still playing it from the A, even though it's a D. Usually you'd play it from here, but we just want to add that extra thickness, so we're playing the A, D, G, and B on that chord. Makes it sound like a power chord. So A7, A7, D, this is an A7 chord, yeah? A7, A7, D. Alright, so let's take it from that E, 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 A7, A7, D. So slowly, 3, 4, E, 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 A7, A7, D. Again, E, 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 A7, A7, D. Again, E, 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 A7, A7, D. Alright, so that one, at the end of that, you're going to go down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. So slowly. Ooh, A7, A7, D. And that takes us to our stage clear. We're about to clear the stage. Man, you've just finished the level and you hear that theme music. Yeah, Sonic, man. Rock on. So it's like stage clear, like you just finished that level, okay? So let's take it really slow from that second half of Spring Yard Zone. 3, go. Third one. To the E. One more time. 3, go. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. 3, 7, 7, 3, 6. Alright, so practice that a couple times. Really focus on getting that bass line and making those high notes nice and snappy. And sometimes long. Do do cha. It sounds a bit long. Do do cha. Do cha. That one's a short one. So do do long. Do short. Da da. Do do long. Do short. Da do do long. Do short. Do 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 long. Do short. Alright, yeah, it's confusing what I'm trying to say out loud. But you should focus on those long and short notes, okay? So let's now take it from the end of Marble Zone and do the whole of Spring Yard. 3, 4. Hope you're ready. If you're not ready, make sure you just practice that by yourself and then come and try to play it with me. But let's go for it right now. 3, 4. Spring Yard. Bass. Drop. F to the slide. F, A, augmented, da. Short, long, A7, 7. Alright, so let's, now before we do that one more time, let's actually get this stage clear. So stage clear is going to be, alright, and then that'll take us into our next zone, which is our special stage, or special zone, where there's a little bit of peace. Alright, so we're going to go pinky on the 5th fret of the D. Then you can actually use your pinky over there and then your index over here. Just figure out what works for you, but try and get those notes. So pinky on the 5th fret of the D. I'm going to use my middle to play the 3rd fret of the low E, then my pinky to play the 5th fret of the A. Alright? Like that. You can use your index, it's fine. Alright, so da 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 dum. Then my index finger is going to go play that 2nd fret of the A string. Alright, so play that twice. Then my ring finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of my A, my middle finger on the 3rd fret of my E, and my pinky is gonna play that 5th fret on the D. So I could play these two first on the low E and A, and then I put my pinky by itself. Play that by itself. So. Actually play that once, okay? So these two once. So slowly. And it's actually a little bit easier if you use your middle finger to grab that 2nd fret of the A and then bring it forward to the 3rd fret of the A. So it's gonna be pinky da doom da da doom pinky. Slowly. 5 5 3 5 2 2 together 5. So that's a double stop. Low E and A together, then that 5 by itself. Slowly. 2 2 double stop 5. Then I put my index finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Yeah, so it's kind of like da 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 do da do do da do da da. So I'm just literally going up a scale, okay? So da 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 do da 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 do da 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 do da do. And what you're doing is pinky, middle, pinky, index, double stop, pinky. It sounds like a lot of moves, but you just have to practice it. Da do. Then index finger on the 2nd fret of the D. Play that twice. Then you can figure out a position that works for you. So I'm gonna go middle finger up on the 3rd fret of the low E, ring finger on the D string, 3rd fret. All right, so I'm skipping over that A. Play those two as a double stop, the low E and the D. And then I play my pinky on the 5th fret of the D. All right. All right, so da da double stop pinky. Then I go for this. That's just a power chord on G. So that's 3 5 5 with my index ring pinky, and I go da da. So G A. Okay. So slowly it's gonna look like this. Da da double stop pinky 2 double stop 5 on the offbeat. Da da. So if we take it from the end of that spring yard zone into stage clear, it's gonna be do ja ja D chaka da da. Get your pinky. Okay. Again from the end of that spring yard zone with those double E. A7 D chaka da da. So let's take it from that D. So we just play that D by itself and we go for the chaka-ta. So D, chaka-ta, okay? 3, 4, D, chaka-ta, ta, pinky. Again, 3, 4, D, chaka-ta, ta, pinky. All right, so that pinky comes quite quickly. So chaka-ta, ta, pinky, da da double. Last time even slower. 3, 4, D, chaka ta, pinky. 3, 5, 2 2 double 5, index double 5, offbeat. Alright, so practice that because the speed is supposed to be Alright, cool. So let's take it from spring yard zone into our stage clear and we get ready for our next zone, which is our last special stage, and then it's labyrinth zone. So let's take it from the ending of our marble zone. 3, 4. Middle finger up. F slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break it down. go. Clear the stage. Let's go. And then the count changes. Notice how the count changes from da 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 do da 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 do da 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 do da da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so that means we're changing into a 3/4 time. It should be counted 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4 pairs of 3 counts. But we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whichever one works for you, because it's really in 3/4. Whereas here we were in 4/4. So 1, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's hard to count it when you're playing the chords. So, but anyways, that's a 4 count. We're in 4/4, but then we change here to 3/4, okay? Let's go for it one more time from the ending of Marble Zone, but this time at full speed. 1, 2, 3, let's go! F and slide. Break it down. E, A7, A7, D, chicka-ta, chicka-ta, clear the stage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's essential that when you're transitioning, you get that 6 count. Otherwise, it's gonna mess everyone up, and everyone has to be synced. So make sure everyone's moving together. So it goes da da 1, 2, 3. Okay. So da 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 do da 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 do da da double da da 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's try it together. Da da 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Da da 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into our next zone. The special zone. It's like a waltz. So once again, we're back in the key of C, and we have those numbers that we always using in that groove, okay? The ones that we even used in our earlier zones. So we're gonna go on a 4, and so we're gonna change the way we hold it. So usually when on that 4, we hold this one where it's like that major 7 shape. The same one we have for that B flat. But this time, we're gonna use our ring finger to be on the 8th fret, holding that F note, which is our 4. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1, because now we're in the key of C. All right, 1 is our C note on the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is our F. So we're going to put our ring finger on the 8th fret of the A string, middle finger on the 7th fret of the D, pinky on the 9th fret of the G. All right, just those 3 notes. That's going to be our 4 chord. And the reason why we're using this shape is so that when we move down, it's an easy transition. Our ring and pinky never come off the strings until we get to that 1 chord, okay? So it's gonna be 4, then we go to our 3. Our 3, we're not gonna hold it like this minor 7, we're gonna change it to a different, like a behind minor 7. So it's gonna be 4, take your ring finger to the 3, which is the 7th fret on the A string. Pinky will move to the 7th fret of the G string, and your index finger is gonna have a space between the fingers, between the ring and pinky, and it's gonna be on the 5th fret of the D. All right, that's our minor 7 shape. We're gonna use that for the 3 and for the 2, okay? So we have 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, we're gonna use our standard shape, but instead of using the whole thing, we're just gonna hold index, ring, and pinky. Index on the 3rd fret of the A, ring on the 5th fret of the D, middle on the 4th fret of the G. Okay, so that's our 4. And what I'm doing for the rhythm is I'm playing the A string once, and then I'm playing the D and G together. So the first time is a little bit short, but the second time is a little bit long. So it goes do short, long, doom, short, long, doom, short, long. Then I do a walk up from that 1. I go 1, 2, 3. You still using the exact same shapes, okay? So it goes 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that second time I go 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. All right, so I play that 2. I go back to the 3 and I slide down to the 2. So I go 2, 3, 2. It's a slide, okay? So make sure you have enough pressure. 2, 3, like a train or a car. All right, so doom, doom, dum. Then I just sit on that 1. All right, so that second time will look like do cha cha, do cha cha, da, slide 1. Then repeat for a second round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Then we go to the second half of our special stage. So I go to this B flat. So that's going to be our flat 7, because if this is our 1, that's our 7. This is our flat 7. So then I'm going to go use the exact same shape I used for that 1. So index, ring, middle on the first, third, and second fret of the A, D, and G. Okay, and I'm going to go. So I play that twice on the flat 7, twice on the 1, twice on the flat 7 again. Then here comes my turnaround, so take us back to that main groove. Alright, so that's our D minor. So I'm literally just from that flat 7, I'm keeping my middle finger on the second fret of the G. My index finger comes to the first fret of the B, and now my thumb on my right hand goes to the D string. Alright, so that's now going to be like our D minor chord shape. But instead we're just going to play that D string, and we're going to play the G and B. We're not going to play the high E. We don't want that 9th note. That's the 9. That gives it that 9 sound. We just want, that gives it that minor 7 sound, okay? We play it once. Then we go to our G. Easy G. Easy G is easy because it's just a ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, and we're going to play the low E, D, G, and B. But we're going to give it like a nice, you can give it a nice strum, but make sure you don't let that A string ring out. It should be muted, that A string. But I'm going to go, I'm using my thumb, index, middle ring. So it's a nice cascade pull. So that turnaround is going to be dum 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 dum. Classic jazz turnaround. A 2, because D minor is our 2. It could literally even be, you could use that as well if you wanted. So we're going to use this one. It's the exact same thing, but yeah, whichever one you want. You can be free now because you know a lot of these numbers. So feel free to mix them up as long as they're the same number. Don't play a 3 instead of a 2 when I'm asking you to play a 2. It's a completely different sound, okay? So that turnaround is a 2, 5. All right, that G's our 5. Classic 2, 5, 1. So here we go. Even you can use this one. All right. This one's a little bit brighter. Alright, so that's going to be the second half of our special stage, the little break in between. So from that second half of special stage, then we get into some strums, okay? So let's do everything up until there. Then that flat 7, 1. For the turnaround, the 2, 5. This is now more of our second half. So what I said was the second half, you should actually think of it as the middle section. This is more of the second half, okay? So we're going to hold the exact same chords. After that, 2, 5, cha-cha. All right, cha-cha, like a whip. So, cha. So do cha cha dwa, up down, all right, up down. I'm using my thumb to go up, my index finger to go down. So the nail on my thumb is going to be hitting the ups, the nail on my finger is going to be hitting those downs. Or if you have your pick here, use your pick. Do, so you can go do cha cha dum, my pick. able to keep your pick hidden and bring it back whenever you need to use your finger style, that's fine. So after that, doom cha cha, down up down, down down up down, down up down, down down up down, down 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 up down, down down up down, down up down down. All right, so that one is down up down down. So that slide down up down. You can still do the slide. There's no problem there. Down up down, or you can go down up down down. Whatever works for you. Okay, just make sure you get the main groove. So from that, turn around. Down down up down, down down up down, down down up down, down 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 up down, down down up down, down up down, down up down, down down up down, down down up down, down down up down, down 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 up down, down down up down, down down down. So that's how you finish in that second half. We go 2 3 1, and it's gonna be 2 3 1 2 3 4 da da do da da da. All right, the other guitars are gonna come in. So we go 2 3 1 2 3 4 da. Make sure you've cut by the time those guitars come in. So 2 3 1 2 3 4 da da do da da da. And what you're gonna do there is you're gonna play a G suspended. All right. So it's an easy G, hold the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, but then put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G, index finger on the 1st fret of the B. And you're gonna play the 4 strings, so the low E, the D, G, and B with your right hand. You're gonna play that, and then you're gonna lift off your middle and index finger and play twice. Da, da, da. All right, so da, da, da. So that's a G suspended, and with this extra 9 notes. So this is actually a G sus 911. So da, 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 then to a regular G. So 1 1 2. All right, so from that ending it will be down up down 2 3 4 da da do da da da. Again, da da 1 2 3 4 da da do da da da. And now we're in our next zone. We're in our labyrinth zone. We're almost there. We got to finish labyrinth into the next one, okay? All right, so let's try the whole of that special stage, okay? Let's take it from the end of the clear the stage. Imagine you just clear the stage. So we go from the A7 to the D. Dun, 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 chaka-da, chaka-da. Clear the stage. G, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Flat 7. Turn around the 2-5. Chaka, strums. Alright, that's our transition. Alright, so if you thought those other parts were a little bit tricky, welcome to a slightly trickier part. As a rhythm guitarist, you're going to grow and you should be able to handle anything that comes your way, literally anything, if you can play all of this, okay? Not just this zone, but I mean the whole song. But this zone has a little coordination that you need to do, and it sounds like this. This is our labyrinth zone. It's a labyrinth. Labyrinths are always confusing. Then we go into this groove, and this groove is gonna hit. It's probably the hardest hitting groove out all of the ones we've done so far. Probably similar to the ones of the early ones, but all of the grooves are pretty hard hitting. But this one, it's gonna be a little bit harder. All right, not hard in terms of difficulty, a little bit hard in terms of difficulty, but it's gonna just it's gonna get you. All right, so what we have is for this labyrinth zone, we're gonna go and let's first get our bass notes before we add the highs, okay? So the bass is doom, da doom, dum, doom, da doom, dum, doom, da doom, dum, doom, da doom. Pretty easy. So what we have is in the key of C, C, that's our 1. Then E, open low E is our 3. So 1, 3, 5. 5 is the G. So 1, 3, 5, 6. 6 is the A. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5. So you move forward, you move back. So 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, back, 6, 5, 3, 1, forward, 3, 5, 6, 7, back, 6, 5, 3. Then we go to this F. And so from this F, we're going to go doom, da, doom, dum, doom. So in this F, we're going to go first fret. So that's going to be our 4, 6, 1. 4 is the F. 4, 6 is the open A. 1 is the C. Then we go to the next string, the D, which is going to be our 2. So 4, 6, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the second fret of the D. All right. So 4, 6, 1, 2, 3. Then back. 2, 1, 6, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 6. All right, so from that F, 4, do, dum, 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 da, dum, 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 da, dum, dum. Then we go back to that C on the 1, dum, da, dum, da. Then we do this transition to take us to the groove, the breakdown. Alright, and yes, you have to get that slide. If you don't get that slide, you're lacking in some coolness. Don't miss the cool factor. Alright, so what we got is, for that last C goes, doom, da. So 1, 3, 5, 6. The 6 is the last one before you go back to 1. So 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 1, 5, 1, flat 5. Alright, so double 1, 5, 1, flat 5, which is the second fret of the low E. 1, 1, 5, 1, flat 5. And then you slide it forward. 1, 1, 5, 1, flat 5. Boom! Bam! And you're coming back to this F. Alright, right there. So let's put that whole bass line together. So what we have is doom, da, doom, dum, doom, da, doom, dum, doom, da, doom, dum, doom, da, doom. Then the F, doom, da, doom, dum, doom, da, doom, dum, doom, da, doom, dum, doom, da, doom. Then back to the C, the 1, doom, da, doom. Breakdown, do, 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 da, do, do, bam. And how you do that slide is you slide, you slide up, then you hit it and slide back down. All right, so make sure you don't go. Don't make it move slow, okay? So play it for when you're sliding it up, play it when you're sliding it down. And land, make sure you land in the right spot. That's first fret of the low E, which is our F. All right, and you're playing it all together. Bam. That low E, D, and G string. Okay, on that major 7. All right, so make sure you get that bass line good. In full speed, it should sound like this. To the 4. Then back to the 1. 6, 1, 1, 2, da, da. Back to that 4, okay? We like these 4, 3, 2, 1 songs in Sonic the Hedgehog. Guess he likes to groove it in the 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so you cannot get this next part unless you first have that bass line, because we're just going to add a very simple move. We're literally going to play the open G and B with our index and middle finger at the same time. All right, open G, open D, index, middle at the same time. And what makes it tricky is when they come in, but it doesn't have to be tricky. Once you get it, don't say it's tricky anymore, okay? You've got it. So we're going to go play that first bass note, play those open and G and B strings. So doom cha, then you go change that bass. Doom cha da doom cha. Now when you get to that A bass note, you play all those 3 strings open, the A, the G and B together. Okay? So that A goes with the G and B together. So here is the fingers by itself, you change the bass, then all together on that A string. So doom cha da doom cha doom. Then after you play that B, you play the fingers again by themselves. So doom cha da doom together, B alone. All right, so play the E and those two strings again together. So the first time you play the A, you play to the G and B. The second time you play the E, you play to the G and B. So here, together, all together, together, together. And you do that twice. Let's go really slowly. Go. Last time even slower. Together. Then you go to that F. And so what you're going to do is index finger right there on the F note, first fret of the low E, ring finger on the second fret of the G, middle finger, first fret on the B. Just need those two notes. So they're still on the G and B, and that's what we're going to be playing. Okay. So now we're going to F. Make sure you don't let go of any of these fingers. We're going to use our pinky to play the rest of the bass notes. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. So bass. So that's our 4 fingers. The exact same rhythm. Okay. So no difference with that right hand. So that's our 4 fingers. Then you play at 6-1. All right, 4 fingers, 6-1. Then you play that D string with the fingers together. Thumb on the D, those fingers together. Okay, so again. One more time. All right, then we keep moving forwards and then backwards. Then you put your pinky, make sure there's enough space for your pinky without letting these 2 fingers cut in the sound. You don't want this to happen. You don't want them to cut out, okay? They need to be ringing. Pinky on the second fret of the D, then you play those 2 fingers again. So, together, pinky on the D, then backwards. 0 on the D. All right, so 0, then up to the 1, which is the C note with the pinky. So it's going to be all right. Doom, doom, cha, da, doom, doom, fingers 0, 1, doom. That's actually, when I say the 0, it's the 6 in the scale, yeah? So, doom. So when I say that 0, that's actually the 2, yeah? The 2 in the scale. So, doom, so 3 fingers, 2, 1. Then I play that A. Most of the time whenever we play this A, we do those fingers again together. Alright, so doom, cha, da, 1, 6. That A and the fingers together. Okay? So though from that second half of that F, it goes doom, cha, da, doom, cha. Then you put that whole F together. Doom, cha, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha. Slower. Doom, cha, da, doom, together. Doom, cha, da, doom, together. Repeat. Cha, da, doom, together. Doom, cha, da, doom, together. All right, so let's take it from that C. Nice and slow. 3, go. Doom, cha, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha. F, doom, da, doom, cha. Layering, pinky. Da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha. Then back to the C. Doom, cha, da, doom, cha. The same move. Doom, cha, da, doom. Open A in the strings. Then you go for that transition. Da, da, do, da, do. Boo, bam. Play that F. Alright? Low E, D, G. So let's do that again, nice and slow, then medium speed, full speed. 3, go. Doom, cha, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, F, doom, da, doom, da, doom, da, doom, da, doom, da, doom, cha, doom, da, doom, cha, do, do, do. right, medium speed. All right, now let's go full speed. 3, go. Let's go. All right, so after that, we're gonna go for our groove, which is the second half of this labyrinth zone. And the labyrinth zone is pretty short and it takes us to the spring yard zone. One thing I forgot to mention is the stage clear. You can think of that as the halfway point for our entire medley, and the rest of it moves pretty quickly. So like the labyrinth zone, once you get all that bass notes out of the way, then we go we're halfway through the labyrinth zone, and quickly we go into the starlight zone. All right, so let's get this. So what we have is in our starlight zone, okay? And so it's our second last zone, so let's get it good. So all you're gonna do is, once you get that slide, you hold that F, you play together, smack, then you play the bass by itself. So, do, dum. And now, nice easy chord, E minor 7. So we're doing those 4, 3, 2, 1s. We're literally going. Alright, we're just doing those 4, 3, 2, 1s in the key of C. We have an A there, which is R6. Anyway, so what we're going for is our 4. And the reason why this slaps a little harder is because it's on the low end. So we're going 4, bass, 0. So playing the low E, the D, and the G. Just open. That makes an E minor chord. That's our 3. So 4, bass, 3, bass. So it's just going to be all together, bass. That's our rhythm. So all together, slap, bass. All together, slap, bass. All together, slap, bass. Okay? So all together, slap, bass. All together, slap, bass. Then we go to a 2. You can use any 2 you want. You can use this 2. Yeah, or you can use this 2. That D minor over here. Just play from the D string. Okay, I'm going to use this one. So we're going to go 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. So I play that all together. Slap, bass. So so it goes 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Play that bass. Now here's a quick move. So 1, 2, 3. It's literally 1, 2, 3. All right. But here I'm going 1, 2, 3. That's what makes it a bit harder. 1, 2, low 3, which is our E. It's the same as this note. It's this one's the low. Okay. So it goes 4, slap, bass, 3, slap, bass, 2, slap, bass, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So what I'm doing there, this version, the many versions you can do this, but I'm gonna go 2, bass, 1. I'm playing the 1 as a chord, so I'm putting my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A. I'm playing the open G, and my B string, my index finger is holding the 1st fret of the B. I'm playing those 3 strings together: the A, the G, and the B. I play those. That's my 1. Then I go to my bass note of the 2, which is just the D. Play that by itself. Then I play the 3 as a chord, which is literally nothing. So I'm playing 1, I'm holding my fingers, 2 not holding anything, 3 not holding anything. And my 3 is just a low E, D, G. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Then I repeat. Then the second time, I go to an A. Alright, so that second time I'm going 4, bass, 4, 3, bass, 4, 2. So I'm going 4, slap, bass, 3, slap, bass, 6, 6. So that 6 is pretty simple. It's an A. It's an A major literally, but I just need the ring and pinky, which is on the 2nd fret of the G, 2nd fret of the B. And I'm playing the A string. So A, G, B. Thumb, index, middle, okay? And the way I play that is I play short, slap, long, then just the fingers. So all together short, slap all together long, then just the fingers, no thumb. Okay, so it's short, long fingers, and I slap again. Short, long fingers, then I repeat. Okay. So that second one goes 4, 4, 3, 3, 6, 6 fingers, then again 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Alright, so then that I go to a flat 7 for that fourth time. So I go 4, 4 for the bass. So 4, slap, bass, flat 7. I take the exact same shape I had for that A, move it here. So thumb is on the, so index finger is on the first fret of the A string, ring and pinky on the third fret of the G and B. And I'm playing the A, G and B together. Alright, so I play them all together, just the same rhythm. All together, slap, bass, then I move it to the 1. So flat 7, slap, bass, and I play that 1 once. So dum, da, dum, easy G for the 5. Alright, so that is the low E, D, and G. I'm just playing those 3 notes. So dum, da, dum, 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 da, dum, 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 and it takes us to our starlight zone. Okay, so pretty short for that labyrinth zone. So let's take it nice and easy. But before we do that, there are a couple of variations you can do. So I'm using this one because it slaps hard. Bum, bo, bum, boo, ba, ba, bum, boom. Alright, but you can also go for this one. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and try to get that 1 and 3 as a chord, and then that 2 just as a bass note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 6, 6, then 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, flat 7, flat 7, 1, 5. Another variation you can use is this 4 over here, so an F major, so 3, 2, 1 on the D, G, B. You go with the thumb on the D string, 4, 4, 3, middle finger by itself on the second fret of the D, so 4, bass 3. The rhythm doesn't change with the right hand, okay? So 4, 4, 3, 3. Then I go down to that 2 that we used before, 2, still on the D string. So everything's on the D string, 4, 4, 3. So 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Then I do the same move, 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 2. But then I use this high 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I use this high 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 as a chord, 2 as a bass note by itself, 3 as a chord. And that 3 I'm playing the D, G, B. That 1 I'm playing the same as the other one, the A, G, B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 6, 6, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, flat 7, 1, 5. Okay, so let's go for that groove. I'm going to go for the first one just because I like the way it sounds. You pick the one that you like, but don't try and just escape from the first one. If you can play that first one, then you're getting a lot better, okay? Because it's nice, it's moving across all these 3 strings, so getting those bass notes makes you a little bit better. 2, 3. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 6, 6 major, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, flat 7, 1, 5. One more time. 3, go. Bop, bop. Go. Repeat. Into our starlight zone. So let's see what that sounds like full speed. It sounds like this. 1, 2. Alright. So let's take it from the beginning of Labyrinth Zone. And the transition was, that's how we come out of our special zone. So, and And you're gonna go da da do da da da. That's G suspended 9/11. Let's go for it. 1, 2, da da do da da da. Bass. Now, break it down. Then 2R. Alright, so practice that a few times because now we're taking it full speed from that transition. Da da do da da da. Alright? So after a 2 count, 3, 4, da da do da da da. Alright, let's go for it. 3, 4, da da do da da da. Let's go! Into our starlight zone. So we will put all of it together after we get this starlight zone. So after you go for that, dum, da, dum, 5. We're gonna hold this major 7, sit in the key of C, right there. So index on the 8th fret of the low E, ring and pinky, skipping over that A string, and on the D and G of the 9th fret. Middle finger on hidden away on the 8th fret of the B. All right, so we're gonna go. You can use your pick or you can use your fingers, whichever one, okay? You can go. But we're gonna be strumming to give it a little bit of an intensity. So this is gonna be our pattern. We're gonna go down, up, down. All right, so down, up, down. And notice that smack in between. Down, up, smack, down, down. All right, down, up, smack. And that's up, last up is a little bit soft. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. So what I'm doing there is 1, and then I go to this flat 7. You can hold it as a full bar chord if you want, a major bar chord. I'm gonna break it up and hold index finger on the 6th fret of the low E, pinky on the 8th of the D, ring on the 7th of the G, middle on the 6th of the B. You're making those stairs with these 3 fingers. And this one's up there on that B flat, okay? And you're gonna do the same pattern. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up. But you're gonna split it. You're gonna go down, up, then to here. This is our 6. 1, 7, 6 on our A. We're gonna hold an A7. If you're using bar chords, feel free, you can go use that major, and then you can use a dominant 7, which is index on the 5, ring on the 7, index holding that D, that's the 7th, we really want that characteristic. And then the middle on the 6th of the G, then index still holding the 5 of the B, 5 of the E. Alright? But I want to use this shape, and you should try as well to use this shape because it's going to make the next part easier. Because if you're using this one, you're going to have a hard time getting that bass note and then still sustaining that. So really try and get this shape, which is index on the 5 of the low E, skip over the A, middle on the 5 of the D, pinky on the 6 of the G, ring on the 5 of the B. That's our 7th chord, okay? Do, 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 do. We're going to use that shape again right down here. That makes a minor 7 chord when you take it down. Alright, so that's our dominant 7. Move everything down the string, that becomes our minor 7. That's now our 2 chord. So this was our 6, and then we have our 2. Alright, so we have down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Over here, down, up, down. So again, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Then I drop it, down, up, So like down, up, and look at that. Down, up, down. And there's a little bit of a muted strum. So down, up. So down, up, down, down, up, down. That gives a bit of funk, yeah? And all I'm doing is, the reason why I want you to hold this shape is because now we're going to move that bass note one fret at a time. So we're going to go with this on the 5th fret, down to the 4th fret, 3rd fret, to 2nd fret. Alright, that's going to be a fun one. So, right there. Get that stretch. This ain't a joke. Alright, so we got this right here. Then we do the exact same shape we had here. We take it up to a G7. So what you had for that A7 here, you just move it down here. Still using the exact same shapes. Look, we've used the same shape in 3 different places. For that A7, D minor 7, G7. And when we get this G7, you're going to go down, up, down, up, down. Same full pattern. So down, up, down, up, down. You're going to keep these 3 fingers. You're going to move your index finger to the B note, which is the 2nd fret of the A string. And you're going to do the same rhythm there. Down, up, down, up, down. So this is G7. This is B diminished. Remember how I always said the 7th chord is the weird chord? Welcome. This is the 7th chord, that B. Because this is our 1, 7, the diminished. And our 5, dominant 7. Okay? So what we have is our 1, flat 7, 6 dominant, drop it down, change the bass, to the 5 dominant. 7 diminished, only the index finger moves. And after that, we go to our nice easy one, just a full 1 bar chord, which is index, ring, index on the 3rd fret of the A, ring barring on the D, G, B on the 5th fret. Alright, so nice major chord, then we hold a minor chord here, 2, 5, classic 2-5 turnaround, okay? So 1, 2 on the D minor, so index, ring, pinky, middle, the 5th fret. So down, 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 down. So that's a 2, which is a minor. The minor shape is the exact same as a major shape up a string, right there, which is 3, 5, 5, 3 the index, 5 with the ring, 5 with the pinky, 4 with the middle, then index holding the 3, 3 on the B, 3, 3. All right. So we have that nice, easy minor chords, then a major, 2, 5. Then you repeat the thing. So far what we have is down, up, down, major, dominant, drop it down, change the bass, add the funk, oh yeah, to the 5, 7 diminished, to the 1, 2, 5, down, 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 repeat. Change the bass. To 7 diminished. Then we break it down and we go for our next groove, which is going to be and we just repeat the exact same thing. So that middle section is going to be our 1. By now you should know what our 1 is. So I'm holding the D, G, and B strings, and that's what I'm playing. So bass. So it's bass short, bass long, a little bit long, like medium long. So do cha, slap. So do cha. Then my 2, ring finger, index, pinky. Same rhythm with the right hand. Then to the 3. To that 4. It's the same chord shapes I was using when we were in that special zone, okay? And notice how I'm playing that bass before I move the chord. So it's do cha, play the bass, then move. Play the bass, then move. To the 4. Then we do a quick move, 3, 2, 1, alright? 3, 2, 1. That's a cool way to just go to the next part. 3, 2, 1. The second time do the exact same thing, but then we go from that 4 to the easy G5. The same way when we transitioned, okay? When we went from the bam, po, bam, ba, bam, easy G. Same easy G right there. All right, so let's take it from that middle section of Starlight Zone. So. Slide. Easy G, then repeat the whole thing. Up, down. I'm taking a bit slower. Now watch this, after this B diminished the second time, we do a riff to finish. So we go. Alright, so after that second B diminished, we go A, B, C, which is 0, 2, 3, da da dum, da 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 dum. We play the open D and hammer onto the second fret of the D, which is our E note, da da dum da. Then we quickly grab that G right there, and then we play it for 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. So it's gonna go slowly, da da dum da, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and A minor. Finish that A minor, starting from the A string. Okay, that takes us to our next zone, which you will find out next week. All right, so meanwhile, I just want you to focus on this. This is the main part. If you can get all these parts, you're pretty much done, because we only have 2 more zones and that's it. That's the whole medley. So this is the part that has the most. If you can get all of these, then you're good to go. Okay, so let's get that ending from the G7 from here. Do da. So that do da dum. Okay, 3, go. B diminished. Transition A, B, C, do, doom, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and dum. So when you do that, da da doom da, 1, 2. By that 2 you're strumming 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So it's da da doom da, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and dum. All right, and that riff you're actually going to do at the same time as guitar 2. Guitar 2 is going to go, and you're going to go da da doom da doom. And then guitar 3 is going to go da do da do da do da do da do A minor. You have to link up with guitar 3 there. You're all connecting. Everyone is just connecting together, okay? All right, so let's take it from the first Starlight Zone. 1 time slow, then 1 time at normal speed. 1, 2, 3, go. B diminished into our C, a groove. Repeat the exact same thing. Here we go. Our riff finish. A, B, C, da, do, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and A minor. Alright, let's take it full speed from the end of our labyrinth zone. So that dum, do, dum, flat 7, 1, bum, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's break it starlight. Drop it, bass it. G7. 2, 5, turn around, repeat. Here we go, we're gonna groove it right now. G, second time. After that, B diminished into our lick. Now. right. Kind of lost count there, but you know what to do. All right, so now let's just try and put the whole thing together. Just going zone by zone. I'm not going to go backwards as I usually do. I just want us to get the whole thing. Otherwise, this will be super, super long. So make sure you're practicing everything, you know from which zone it's moving into. So we start off with our spring yard zone. Then we clear our stage. Then we get into our special stage. Then we get into our labyrinth zone. And then we get into our starlight zone. So after we clear the stage, we have 3 zones. We have our special, labyrinth, and our starlight. Yeah, starlight zone. All right, so let's take it nice and easy from the ending of marble zone. The dun 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 into that. All right, I'm gonna go 1 time slow and 1 time medium speed. If you want to practice it at full speed, go back to the beginning of this video. Okay, so just 2 times through. So taking it from the end of marble zone, nice and slow. F and slide. 3, 4, 5, break it down. Let's clear the stage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Special now. Middle section. 2, 5, and we strum. Strum. One, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Bass. We're in our labyrinth zone. Now, groove it. Flat 7. Starlight, slow. Turn around. Almost got missed that. Let's go into our groove. Slower. Get ready? Finishing riff. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. Alright, let's take it medium speed. Remember, full speed, go back to the beginning of the video. 3, 2, 1, end of marble. Bit slower. and slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break it down slow. Clear the stage. That was actually like full speed for clear the stage. 1, 2. Let's go. Nice and tenderly. Flat 7. Let's go. Strum. Four, da 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 da. Labyrinth. Get ready? Now. Slow. Oh, almost. Flat 7. Easy G and Starlight. Second time. Break it down. Second time. Get ready? Transition. That was I almost messed that up. Alright, yeah, don't mess that transition. A, B, C, da, da, da. Alright, guitar 1, you have one heck of a job. You gotta get all this really good and be able to stick it and not make mistakes as you do it. Because remember, you're the one who's the foundation. If the foundation is rumbling, if the foundation ain't straight, if the foundation is shaking itself, then nothing else can really stand firm on it, okay? So make sure you know all the different sections and practice it really well. This is the most sections we're going to have in any video. We only have 2 sections left and we're done. So get this part good and then try put it all together from our green hill zone to our marble zone and with these 4 zones, all right? And with the stage clear in between. All right, have fun, guitar 1, and I'll see you next week for our final video in this medley.